No, we're here. We get the penalty box.
Clock's been screwing up.
Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena, folks. Chris Langell along with Evan Locke bringing you the play-by-play of this third game of the day, second DEFRIS game between Western Australia and South Australia. Both teams looking to make some inroads on the standings for today's game. We'll go through the lineups. First of all, WA defending the goal to the left of us, the official away team for today's game. At number 7, Joseph Benetti, who currently leads the scoring race for the tournament, I think with 14 points.
9 goals, yep.
9 goals. Number 8, Alex Rico. Number 9, Colby Salmon. Number 10, Marcel Williams. Number 12, Ryan Sucher. Number 17, Wesley Kogiopoulos. Number 22, Jessica Munyard. Number 24, Jaden Zhao. Number 44, Nate Collier. Number 61, William Scott. Number 73, Elliot O'Connor. Number 77, Angus Hayes. Number 81, Elijah Element. Number 88, Alyssa Lim. Number 91, Declan Farrell. Number 00, Lachlan Scott. And number 99, Jack Fox. Looks like 00 Scott might be in the pipes for the starter role for today's game. Head coach John Kennedy. Junior assistant coach Tony Hyde. Development coach Reese Lukoviak. And the team managers Jennifer Benetti and Melissa Salmon. For the South Australia side,
South Australia, we have number 4, Reed Wilkins. 8, Adam Mozicek. Number 9, Felix Hansen. 10, Jasmine Chen. 15 is Yaroslav Muzichka. 17, Kane Leo. 18 is Hugo Shapov. 27, Lachlan Henley. 28 is Maggie Pryor. 47, Hudson Els, or Elsie. Do apologize if I'm mispronouncing.
I've been calling him Els, so.
All right, we'll stick with Els then. All right, 56 is Eleanor Barter. 66, Spencer Holmes Ball. 82 is Kaz Hannon. 33, Sophie Wandell, the goaltender. The head coach is Stu Henley. Assistant is Tyler Boyle. And the team managers are Sarah Els and Bronwyn Barter.
Thanks, Evan. The officials for today's game, wearing the red armbands, Casper Russell Cooper, and on the lines, Ben Shearer and Jamison Harris. As we get set, the players go through their warm-ups. Things of note for this tournament on the WA side, definitely some strong performances by Benetti and Salmon and Sucher. On the back end, the likes of I'm lost in thought here. Lim back there, Element has had some good defensive opportunities. Williams and Munyard, and on the South Australia side, Mosicek has been effective as a small forward, has a few goals. Jasmine Chen back on D, again effective, had the game-winning goal in the victory over Queensland in the first game of the tournament, and not sure who else stands out there. Can you see anybody?
The South Australia player that I would say yesterday when I was watching and commentating yesterday was Wandell, the goaltender. Actually had an excellent game, solid game, very busy. Trying to see now if it is Wandell in the goal. I don't believe they have another goaltender listed, so I think we can process elimination. That works for that one.
Yeah, and of course number 47 for South Australia has been very effective. I think he's fourth or third in the scoring race for the tournament, along with Henley. Lachlan Henley has been very effective so far this tournament. Sorry if we left anybody out. We try and call all the names we can during the game and bring attention to them, and yeah, just for the fans watching at home, and whether you're in WA or anywhere across Australia or around the world, family and friends watching the broadcast, hopefully you enjoy it.
Absolutely, we've got a decent crowd here already. I think I see more coming in. Obviously, the WA side here, Sunday late morning, we should see a really nice crowd here. will be probably an active crowd, assuming this is an exciting start right off the start.
Yeah, and a beautiful day here in Perth. A nice chilly, I think about 4 degrees this morning, which for North Americans, for Canadians, probably doesn't seem that cold. But when houses don't have any insulation and no central heating, that can be a very cool experience early in the morning.
As a Canadian that's been here for 4.5 years, I can tell you acclimatize fairly quickly. And yes, no, I do not have my thick Canadian skin any longer. It's long gone, and I am still a bit shivery here in the box, that's for sure.
Yeah, so Dowie closing the gap on that last game, tied with Benetti now on points. And Victoria, Western Australia, New South Wales, and then South Australia with 1 win and 2 losses. Western Australia with 2 wins and 1 loss. Both teams playing their 4th game of the tournament and the final game before the seeding takes place. So important implications. South Australia can tie Western Australia with the victory. New South Wales has already played their 4th game, so they're stuck on 5 points. So we'll see how things go. Should be an exciting contest today, Evan.
Look, when a game like this means so much, you know it's going to be an exciting contest one way or another.
So on the starting lineups, we do indeed have in goal Lachlan Scott for WA and Sophie Wandell for South Australia. Starting lineup, Suture, Farrell, number 24, I think that's Zhao, excuse me. And back on D, number 10, Marcel Williams, and number 61, William Scott. For South Australia, Mozicek and Els, and number 9, Hansen up front with Barter and the alternate captain, number 27, who just takes a high stick, Henley, back on defense. So South Australia will go to an immediate power play as the inadvertent high stick catches Hansen. And he'll go to the box for 2 or less. So
quick penalty there. Just one quick update, Chris. We do have Callum Emerson in goal for South Australia. They don't have one listed, but I think he's filling in.
Okay.
So number 1, Callum Emerson.
Good correction. Can't always know all the answers to every question, can we?
Exactly.
Off the face-off. Picked off. Down comes Benetti. Looking for an opportunity. He goes wide. Gets to the front of that. Oh, just off the heel with an wide open net by Salmon. And back comes South Australia. Salmon hard on the back check. Lifts the stick. Puck goes into the corner. Picked up again by Salmon. Benetti, he chips it into the WA bench. And that'll go for a stoppage. 14:20 to go in the period. Early penalty and power play for South Australia.
Just an excellent see there by Benetti. You saw Salmon all the way. These two are very familiar with each other, and I can tell you from experience myself, Colby Salmon does not usually miss those, so I think we'll see a lot of that coming up.
Face-off win back to Henley on the half boards. That's Chen. She gets control of it. Very effective player is Chen. Els, he fires it back behind the net. Mosicek after it. Picked off by WA and fired down the ice. That'll kill more seconds off the penalty. Suture putting pressure on. He goes behind the net in pursuit. Els, he brings it out slowly up the right wing to Henley. Or Els, I should say. That was Henley to Els. On the half boards. Els, he gets to the front of the net. Chen makes a nice little move, fires it wide. Mosicek behind the net, tries to get it out in front. Deflected by the stick of the penalty killer. Mosicek back to Els, back to the blue line. Henley, he fans on it. That ice might be a bit frosty and sticky as pucks seem to be bouncing under people's sticks. Suture, he battles Chen to get it out, and Chen wins that battle. And back on goal, the puck goes. It has to be stopped by Scott. 35 seconds to go in this power play.
Power player for South Australia. Western Australia seems to be backing up with a bit of strength of their own. Like a bit of a power kill in some cases, but now we have it in this end.
Face-off won by WA, pushed out to the blue line and back in by Hannon. Behind the net, that's number 18, loses the battle for the puck. Shupoff. Fired back down the ice. That'll kill off more of this penalty. As in pursuit is Benetti. He goes behind the net, picks up the loose puck, swings out into the high slot, looking for an option. He brings it back into the blue line, into the zone. Penalty's over. What? Yeah.
Oh, aren't they? Okay.
So my mistake there. Clock's not syncing with the penalty clock, so an extra couple seconds to spend in the box.
Had a whole lot of trouble with this yesterday, Chris, so this is not a new problem, unfortunately.
Back comes WA. Good chip by number 88 for WA, Lim. Into the zone it goes as number 91 takes down his man. That's Farrell. Comes back into the slot towards the net. In behind it goes. Back to the front of the net. Oh, and that's deflected off the skate of the South Australia defense, almost into the open net. Sucher, he chips it back. Picked up at the WA blue line by Scott. He carries it over the blue line down the left side. And that gets fired over the glass into the netting as both teams go for wholesale changes.
Looked like a little bit of a back and forth there in the neutral zone, Chris. We had a back and forth there. We had an entrance, but
face off to the right of goaltender Callum Emerson. Won by South WA, got to the front of the net, but picked off. Back comes South Australia, number 28, dumps it deep. Maggie Pryor gets behind the net, out to the blue line. Chen, she picks it up, comes in off the half boards, fires a shot off the shin pads, and back comes Benetti. He overskates it. Fired back towards the goal by Wilkins. On the half boards, picked off. Fired out into the neutral zone, back into the zone on the delay offside. South Australia will have to clear the zone. D to D, looking for an outlet. That's number 10, Williams. He brings it out, gets it over to Salmon. He takes it over the blue line, tries to make a move between the legs, picked up by the defense, and back comes Els down the middle of the ice, cuts to the right side, takes the shot off the blocker of Scott. Picked off out into the blue line, kept in by number 9. He fires it off the pads of the goaltender. Big rebound into the slot. Back to the blue line, Hannon, he takes the shot. Picked off and out to the blue line. Salmon, he picks it up, going in. He's got a 2-on-1 with number 77, but back come the South Australia back checkers. And they intercept in the paint, and back comes Barter and number 47, Els, the captain, with Mosicek going to the net. He picks up the puck, puts it behind the net, goes after it. Picked off by Scott, back out to Salmon. He goes down the right side, flips it in, and goes for a change. Rico and number 17, Kogiopoulos. Good breakout, intercepted by 91. He gets it into the zone, can't get it past the defender, and back comes South Australia. Number 9, he dumps it in off the skates of Scott. He dumps it over to Rico. Rico gets it forward. Partially intercepted, but then picked up by Farrell. He goes down the right-hand side. Power move, takes the shot, scores!
Oh, Farrell with a head of steam, just put that shot up. Caught the goaltender a little bit off guard, handcuffed him.
Very sharp angle, gets it over the shoulder, bounces off the shoulder into the net behind him. A good shot from outside the dots for the big winger, number 91 for WA, Declan Farrell. And that should be assisted by number 8, Rico, and number 61, Scott.
We'll get the official score here in a few minutes, folks. What a great play, though. coming down the wing and zooming down, taking that puck and putting it in.
Yeah, we definitely need the official scoring. I don't always get it right. Back in for more comes WA as South Australia picks it off, gets it just outside the blue line. Good back check by Zhao. He gets it back to Williams and up to number 91, the goal scorer, who dumps it deep. Suture in pursuit, picked off. Good pressure by Suture. Back to the blue line. Number 10, that's Williams, I believe it is. He gets it in to the far side. Back for it, number 24, he gets it deep. Suture, he fans on the shot. Good stick by Henley. And out comes South Australia, number 66. He chips it out into the neutral zone. That's Holmes' ball, Spencer Holmes' ball. Back comes Suture. He breaks down the right-hand side into the corner. Henley, he loses his stick. Suture, hard backhand to the front of the net. Picked off by Chen, and back she comes along with number 66. Over the blue line, shot high. And goaltender Scott had to trap that one with his trapper.
Just like an outfielder picking that one off. All right, so the official call on that goal was Farrell at 9:35. Second of the tournament from Scott. That's Farrell, second of the tournament at 9:35 from Scott.
And I think Rico might have gotten an assist on that as well, but maybe they'll pick that up later. Off the draw, down the ice it goes. Benetti, he's in pursuit. Man, he's got some speed, gets to the net, takes the shot. All in one motion as he's breaking to the net. Number 7, Joseph Benetti, the tournament leading scorer, tied with Dowie, looking for an opportunity.
Benetti has some speed for sure. Been some excellent showing, though, from the defensive side and the South Australia side to back it up each time. They're not giving WA all that much room when they do have these breakouts.
Face-off win. Salmon gets it back to the blue line. Fired wide and just off the puck. Scramble loose in the zone. And at the blue line, number 88, Lim just can't keep it in. Back to Scott. Breakout pass. That gets up to number 77, I believe that is, Hayes. He catches up to it. Gets it to Salmon. Into Hayes. Hayes into the corner. Back to Salmon. Back to the blue line to Lim. Lim tries D to D, but it comes outside the zone. In pursuit is number 4, Wilkins on Scott. Wilkins peels off, and back comes WA at Salmon. He takes the toe drag shot and fires it high over the net. Benetti in pursuit. To the front of the net. Good stick by Salmon as he keeps it in.
Great job keeping that in.
Yeah, back for it is Benetti. Salmon goes for a change. Down the ice it goes. Lim goes back for it. Behind the goal. Reverses back to her defensive partner. Scott, I believe that is, 61. He struggles with control. Good forecheck by the captain for South Australia, Els. Puck bounces around inside the zone. Mosicek, he gets it to number 9. Hansen scores!
Bit of a screen there. Gets that shot away, an unexpected shot and a screen. Fooled the goaltender.
Nice play by the little number 8, Adam Mosicek. Gets it to Hansen, and Hansen buries it just inside the post, just above the pad of goaltender Scott. So I believe that goal, number 9 Hansen from number 8 Mosicek. And there might be one other assist there. We'll wait for Esports Desk update. 6:59 to go in the first period. 1-1 the score. Back comes South Australia looking for more at the blue line. They lose control of it. Dump it into the corner now. Good little move to create some space as back comes WA. Good stick by the South Australia forecheckers. Back comes WA. Suture. He gets around the defense. Takes it into the corner, finishes his check. Element, he fires it back into Suture, who goes behind the net, looking for his man in front, off a skate. Back to the point, that's number 10, Williams keeps it in, and South Australia takes over. Out of the zone, breakout pass up the middle, almost intercepted by Suture. They get it down. Mosicek, chipped past him by Scott, or Element. Element gets it up to Suture. Suture, nice little move. goes through the two South Australia defenders and backhand.
That was a beautiful, sneaky one. Pile of players right in front of the goaltender. Someone comes in behind and just a little tip in.
No goals.
I was
waved
wondering,
off.
the net was off the moorings. They didn't notice earlier. This is what's happened now.
Yeah, unfortunate. That play, Suture drove hard down the middle, and number 24, Zhao, came in behind him and buried the backhand, but the goal was off the moorings. So the coach of WA, John F. Kennedy Jr., Thunder player, had the day off yesterday from Thunder duties to coach, and coaching here early this morning, should be back in the Thunder lineup this evening.
Just an official note on the goal. We have Hansen, the third of the tournament, at 7:01 from Mozicek and Chen. That's Hansen and Hansen and Mozicek and Chen, 7:01.
I thought maybe Jasmine may have got a tap on that puck as well. So a little bit of discussion. They'll face off. Salmon up against number 16, I believe that is, or 18, Shopov. One back to the blue line, 61, Scott, he takes a shot on goal. Back to the front of the net it goes, in the slot. Number 9, Salmon, he takes it behind the net, tries to get it to the front of the net. It bounces there for a brief moment free. Back comes South Australia out of the zone, over skates as his number 82. He dumps it gently to Scott, who goes behind his net in the WA zone, waiting to set up, using the net as a pick to the blue line. Back into the zone comes South Australia on the delayed penalty, and Lim, she takes a hit to make the play. Can't get it out of the zone, and now it does come out of the zone, and Lim's coming off the ice, punched over. At the blue line, Salmon, he intercepts. Down the left side he goes. Power move past number 66. Scores!
Oh, what a goal.
What a snipe by number 9, Colby Salmon.
I did mention it earlier. I've seen this from Colby Salmon an awful lot, and I'm not surprised at all that he put that one through. Beautiful shot by him coming off on the left side, the right side of the goaltender. He
muscled Spencer Holmes' ball going down that left side, and then just buried a snipe top shelf over the shoulder of Callum Emerson. Off the face-off. Back into the WA zone. No look pass up onto the left side to number 24. He chips it up to the winger, number 91. Farrell, he picks it up, loses it in his skates briefly, back to his defenseman in the zone. Farrell, backhand up to the wing to number 24. Back to Suture. Suture, he goes over the line down the right side, loses control of it, tries the back check. Good back pressure on the South Australia forward, number 4, and wins the puck back behind the goal. Out from behind to Suture. Chipped and forward to Els. Els knocks it, can't knock it down, and in comes number 10 for WA, Williams, I believe that is. Takes the puck, and that bounces just over the pad and wide. Back to the front of the net it goes, and onto the half boards, and back comes Els in pursuit. Number 91 for WA turns over the puck, and back comes Suture. He's got a head of steam up, down through the left-hand side, tries to make a move past Chen, and she makes a great defensive play. Very strong player, Jasmine Chen. I believe represented Australia at the World Under-18s. And Dad John here in the stands watching this game over from South Australia.
Official call on the goal was Salmon from Hayes at 5:04. That's Colby Salmon's 4th goal of the tournament. Again, 5:04 from Hayes.
2-1 the score, 3:32 to go, and South Australia back on the attack. That shot fired off the shoulder of Scott into the corner, flipped out to the blue line, and into our bench. And that knocked off the, that's one of the risks of being in the penalty box with the scoring equipment, and that knocked production producer, Cassandra Edwards coffee all over her equipment, so hopefully we don't lose signal here. Face-off win by Salmon, then lost and taken over by WA. Back comes Salmon. The WA defender, Barter, she falls down. Salmon over the blue line, drops it off to 77. He overskates it. Back comes South Australia. That's Holmes' ball. Gets it to the front of the net, but can't be picked up by the South Australia player. As the puck gets dumped down the ice, wide open is number 77. He goes to the front of the net, tries to get it to Benetti. Just bounces over his stick. Benetti back to the blue line, fired high, deflected. Salmon, he gets it off the bar. As you can hear that all the way back here. Benetti back to Scott. Scott makes the move at the blue line, just keeps it in. Quick shot on goal. Emerson has to be sharp, and he smothers it for a stoppage.
Really great stuff there by WA, taking control of the puck, keeping it in the zone, lots of chances in each direction.
As Cass Edwards trying to dry off her equipment so we don't lose signal.
She's got an electric blanket in there with coffee all over it. That's never a good thing. So we've got some people concerned.
Face-off win by WA. Fired on net, deflected wide by the stick of the defenseman, or the defender, Mosicek. Lost in front, number 17 scores! Gets the puck over the shoulder of Emerson. Bounces in off the back post.
Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies.
Yeah, or the peanut butter, as it were.
Depends on what your flavor is.
2:22 to go in the period. 3-1 WA. We might get a replay on this, but I don't think we will, as the keyboard is sopping in coffee.
I don't think Cass knows there's a game anymore at this point. But we'll keep going. The good news is I think we still have audio. So
face-off comes back to center ice. Won by South Australia. In comes Chen down the right side. She goes wide. Takes it into the corner behind the goal. A little backhand flick out to the front, but picked off.
Cogiopoulos.
Back comes Cogiopoulos, and he takes it in, not offside. Fired to the front of the net, and Emerson still loose as it rolls behind the net. To the front, and back down the ice it goes.
Big threat there. Great job by Emerson.
As WA goes for a change. Cogiopoulos back up the wing to number 77, Hayes. He stops his player on the boards. Hayes back to Williams. Up to number 61, Scott. And that gets Scott in the skates of number 77, and he goes down. Benetti, he can't chip it out of the zone. Wilkins, number 4 after it. He's up against Williams, and the puck rolls out over the blue line.
Salmon with a chance here.
Again, ahead of steam. He comes over the blue line, makes the move. Good stick by number 82, Kaz Hannon.
Great job by
Hannon. Back
Hannon.
comes South Australia.
Another big threat thwarted by the defense of South Australia.
And back comes WA. Number 81, he hits the blue line and makes the slight move just outside.
Salmon just over the line.
Puts his teammate offside at the blue line. We just had to do a few technical adjustments there. Face-off in the South Australia zone. Big hit on the boards, but making the play is number 15 for South Australia to get it out of the zone. Back in comes WA. Shot towards the goal. That's number 24. Good opportunity. Back comes South Australia. 24, he keeps it in, fires it towards the net, into the corner. Suture after it. Back to the blue line to Scott. Scott, D to D, over to number 81 for WA. That's Element. He fires it in towards the goal. Suture picks it up behind the goal. Back to Element. Winds up for a wrist shot. Fires it. That goes just wide. It might have hit somebody in front. And that's it for the period. Time expires with the puck in the South Australia zone, and WA putting on the pressure. 3-1 the score.
Very exciting first period, as expected. Got WA up 3-1, as we mentioned. Great time to bring up the fact that there's a lot of volunteers down here doing some great work. When we did have this issue that Chris has talked about during the play where the coffee spilt all over the equipment, we've now had a flurry of people in making sure cast and our equipment are all taken care of, and great job by all volunteering here today.
Yes, as we still await the keyboard cleaning, and and hopefully back in operation, we can bring you some replays coming up, but coffee all over the floor, as it were.
So just a scoring summary there for the first period. We had Farrell scoring the first goal at 9:35 from Scott. Then Hansen tying the game up for South Australia with his third of the tournament for Mozicek and Chen at 7:01. And Salmon had his fourth of the tournament at 5:04 from Hayes, putting WA up 2-1. And then Kogiopoulos, 2:22 left from, actually unassisted that one was, to put WA up 3-1, and that's where we stand at this point.
So is that Kogiopoulos' first of the tournament?
It was. Good call, Chris.
Good stuff.
I think we're going to do our best here. I'm saying Kogiopoulos, you're Kogiopoulos. Sometimes these Greek names are tough.
Well, our coach's brother, Ollie.
Right.
And
well, then
his dad came up to me yesterday and said, or his mom came up to me yesterday and said, yeah, you got it right, Kogiopoulos, but sometimes Ollie calls it Kogiopoulos.
Okay, fair. Thank you for that. So we'll call ourselves both right, but I'm going to go to Kogiopoulos like you are. That'll be all right.
Oh, another pronunciation nightmare, I tell you.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Again, phonetics would be brilliant in these lists, I tell you.
As the horn sounds, we'll get set for the start of this second period. Very exciting. WA really putting pressure on. And at this stage, there's nobody other than maybe Els and Hansen on the South Australia side that can match the speed of WA. Their top guns, Benetti and Salmon and Suture.
Benetti himself is an Eastern Canadian, I believe, from Newfoundland. Salmon has Canadian ties to Saskatchewan or Western Canada. There's a lot of great hockey sense out there. Those two in general see each other quite well. This line is a very, very strong line.
And you're from Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, I understand.
Oh, look at that, a Glace Bay send out right there. I'm fairly certain there's no one from Glace Bay listening in today, but if there is, my goodness, they're a pretty happy crowd right now. Thank you for that, Chris.
There you go. Face off to center ice. Els up against Salmon, the two captains ready for the draw. And here we go. Chen, she tries to get it out and can't. Salmon picks it up. Mosicek getting a stick on it. Williams over to Benetti. Benetti back to number 22. Can't get it to go past Els as he gets the stick on it on the forecheck. Out to the half boards. Benetti, he misses it. Catches it on his skate, kicks it forward. Chen dumps it back in. Back for it is number 22, Munyard. She gets it D to D. Up onto the half boards, chipped out, and back comes Salmon. He gets it over to Benetti, and it just goes too far, but that'll be, Benetti will beat out that for the icing. Chips it over to Salmon. He gets it in the corner, back to the D to Williams. Williams stops it on his skate. Back to Salmon, he swings out, reverses. Can't get control. Els, he gets it back to Williams, and it just bounces over his stick, and he'll have to come back with it. He backhands it into Salmon. He dumps it in. Hayes can't get it, and back comes Mosicek. He gets it up to Els. Els down the right side, takes the shot just wide. Mosicek, he overskates it, knocks down his player. In behind. Good play by Salmon as he's squeezed out by Els, but gets it up to the wing.
Here goes Benetti.
There comes Benetti. He's got number 24 on the wing with them.
Perfect.
Do it to him, right on the pad.
Nice save.
Nice save by Emerson as he comes across and gets the big pad on that one. Behind the goal to Benetti. Benetti tries to get it to the front. Intercepted, and back comes Mosicek. He reverses behind the goal. Comes out the other side and reverses back to his D partner. Up onto the wing. chip past the attacking defender. There's Hansen down the right side. He gets it to the net, deflected and bounced into the pads of Scott for the stoppage and face off to his left.
Little floater there by Hansen. Coming down the other end there, Benetti had a perfect pass over to the middle, but Callum got over. Actually, he was playing that pass the whole way, and I think smart to do so. The defenseman had the shooter, or the puck handler.
Face off to Scott's left. Backhanded out to the blue line. Barter, she keeps it in. Around behind the goal. That's number 4, Wilkins. He tries to chip it behind the goal. Picked off by the WAD, number 61. That's Scott. He rims it around to the far boards. Chipped out of the zone. That goes back into South Australia's zone. Number 82 back for it. Lead pass up to Wilkins. Wilkins crosses the blue line. Gets it across the front of the net. Takes a hit. Picks up the puck on the half board, swipes at it. It bounces high over his stick. Again, chopping at the puck, trying to get it to the front of the net. Scott, he gets his body on the play. Sucher, he takes a hit at the blue line, kept in, and now out comes WA. A move at his own blue line element. He chips it up to Zhao. Zhao gets it down the ice, battling Barter for it. No icing on the play. Into the corner. Number 91 for WA, Farrell, he ties up his player, and the puck gets fired out into the neutral zone, back into WA zone, and Scott goes back with it. He's behind the net. Watched by number 28 for South Australia, and it gets fired down the ice. It's rolling, and no icing on the play as WA goes for wholesale changes, and South Australia breaks out. Scott over to the D partner, number 10, Williams. He chips it up to Hayes. Hayes, he taps it for
Nicely
Salmon.
done.
Nice little play. Salmon puts it high and over the net into the far corner. Benetti, he tries to pick it up. Good play by, I think that was number 62 or 82 for South Australia. Hayes, he chips it into the zone, chases after it with 56, Eleanor Barter in pursuit. Back to the blue line. Williams, he gets it, takes the shot, screen in front. Another backhand as Salmon can't get it to the front of it. He does. Scores!
I believe that was Salmon coming out there. The puck just squirted out to him. So many bodies in front. I'm sure the goaltender didn't have a clue where that was.
3 or 4 blocks by the South Australia defense. The puck was bouncing around there in the slot. Salmon gets his stick on it, and he buries it.
Referee's now checking with the team to confer. There was so many bodies running around there, it was very difficult for any of us to tell who assisted, let alone who scored.
So do we have any replays yet? There we go.
We're back. So Colby Salmon was the goal scorer.
Fired up the boards, off the stick of Hansen into the zone. Back for it goes number 88, Alyssa Lim. She gets it up onto the half boards on the breakout. Number 17, Kogiopoulos. He can't get it out. Mosicek gets it to the front of the net, and Els just missed that one. Back for it, Hansen. He dumps it into the corner. Battle with Lim. Lim gets it back to the blue line to Chen. Chen takes the shot.
Solid glove there by the goaltender.
Threw a bit of a screen, and he had to be careful on that one as Chen got a good low shot, hard on net.
An official in the goal count, that was Salmon, his 5th of the tournament, 10:48 from Hayes. So Salmon, 5th of the tournament from Hayes.
4-1 the score. 10:16 to go in this second period. Face-off win. Chen takes the shot, deflected in front as Mosicek got his stick on that one. Into Hansen. Hansen to the front of the net. Els just failed to connect, and it goes to the far wing, and out comes WA. Zhao, he gets it off his skate. Sucher, he picks it up, stops up, chips it into the corner. After it is number 24, battling with Chen for it. Now number out to the front of the net. Mosicek, he picks it up, and out comes Els. 1-on-2 with Chen catching up. He takes it into the boards, stumbles, and Lim picks it up. She takes a bit of a bump from Chen. Els gets control of it. Bounces around on the half boards. That's back to the blue line. Shot high and wide over the net. Lim, she gets it back to the blue line. Fired down the ice. Right on goal. Didn't quite make it. And out it comes onto the wing. South Australia down the left side. Big hit on the boards by number 91, Farrell, as he frees the puck up into the neutral zone. Barter, she gets it up to number 18, Hugo Shopoff, and he dumps it deep and chases after it. Good play by number 22 for WA to get that puck around her defensive partner, Munyard. On the half boards, chipped in on the pinch by number 82 to the front of the net. Intercepted by Suture, chipped up to him, and out of the zone it goes. Number 15 for South Australia, Muzichka, he dumps it behind the goal. He's got Holmes' ball in the corner after it. Battling with Munyard. She pinches the much bigger Holmes' ball to the boards, and good battle, and picks up the puck out to the blue line. Number 24, he fires it across to Suture. Suture's
he
beats Munyard, has the stick slashed out of his hand. And number 55 or 56 for South Australia in a desperation move. She'll go to the box for 2 or less.
Could easily be called one of those smart penalties we talked about earlier, because that was going to be a breakaway or thereabouts with a possible 2-on-0 even.
So number 56, Eleanor Barter, 2 for slashing at 8:05 of this second period. 12-8, the shots on goal in favor of WA. Face-off will come into the zone to the right of goaltender Callum Emerson. Won by WA, back to the blue line. Lim gets it D to D to the front of the net. Good save by Emerson as he got the stick on that. Back to the blue line and out as number 61, Scott, can't keep it in. He goes back for it. Behind the net, stops up with Mosajek putting some pressure on. South Australia employing that 1-3 forechecking posture on the penalty kill. Back comes South Australia. They can't get it out. Off the skate. Back behind the goal it goes. Benetti in pursuit. He's got Mosajek. He reverses. Mosajek can't handle him. Gets it across the slot to Salmon. Salmon can't get it. Good stick by Hansen. He tries to chip it past Lim and can't get it past her. And back into the zone it goes.
Good to see Lim back out here. She was a bit banged up earlier, had some tension, but now back out. Great to see it.
WA tries the stretch pass. Benetti has to pick it up at his own blue line. He comes in over the blue line, down the center of the ice, takes the hard shot. That goes off the skate of Henley, and he's hobbled. Back into the zone, picked off. Back comes Suture with it. He gets it over to Salmon. Salmon crosses the blue line, takes the shot. Hard shot right into the glove of Emerson as that was labeled for the far corner.
Absolutely. We had a great view of that one. Perfect shot by Colby Salmon there, but a great glove save to kill the threat.
37 seconds to go in this power play. 6:42 in the period. Face-off battle. Knocked back to the point. Williams, he goes D to D to Scott, or Element. He takes the shot. Back down the ice it comes as it gets blocked. No icing. 22 seconds to go in the power play. As number 10, Williams, goes back to set it up. Long stretch pass up to Suture. Bounces over his stick, but he's in pursuit. 1-on-3 in the corner. Takes it behind the goal. 6 seconds to go. WA will have to be careful of the player out of the box. As Suture fires it, that gets deflected. Back to the blue line. Kept in. Element. He fires it over the goal. Number 91 after it. Farrell. Back to Element. He fires it again. That gets deflected off the glove of the South Australia defender. 24. A reverse pass out to Farrell. Nice little play. Back to Element. Element, he can't get it. he takes out his player. It looks like he might go for interference as the South Australia player didn't have possession and he chose to hit him first. So that'll be a penalty to number 81 for WA, Elijah Element, for interference. 5:36 to go in the period. And South Australia will go on the power play. Face off to the left of goaltender Lachlan Scott, wearing the 00 number.
5:36 was the penalty, Chris. So just so we know here in our box, 3:36 or less, I suppose. But
got it.
We'll see if this.
I'm sure Brendan will give us a reminder.
That's true.
Down the ice it goes. Salmon in pursuit on the penalty kill. He cuts back towards the middle. Swings back into his own zone. L's in pursuit. Behind the goal. Reverses. L's putting pressure on over into the corner. That's Scott. He rips it up to Salmon. Salmon up to the blue line to Benetti. Benetti, he goes down the ice, makes the move, and he'll draw a penalty as Chen got the skates on Benetti and took him down inadvertently as Benetti just kind of skated through the back of her legs. She'll go for 2 for tripping.
Thus ending the power play. Now we'll have a 4-on-4.
So 5:07 to go in the period. 4-on-4 for the next minute and 30 seconds as Element is in the box for WA. Face-off win by WA. Salmon pushes it forward, but picked up by Henley. He goes behind the goal with it. Battle behind the goal. That's Barter. She wins the battle. Fires it to the blue line and over the skate stick of Lim, and it goes down the ice, and that'll go for icing. As both teams are on the power or have penalties. 4-on-4 the play.
It's a big icing here, actually, coming down. WA, another face-off, another big face-off.
2 of their big guns on this 4-on-4. Salmon, he gets it back to Benetti. Benetti can't catch up to it. Back comes South Australia up to Mozejek. He can't get it. Lim with the good stick, chips it back. Back comes South Australia. Lim picks it up in the corner. Looking for an outlet. She decides to carry it herself down the left side, crosses the blue line, over to Salmon. Salmon rips it, deflected high over the glass into the netting.
Puck just wouldn't settle for him. Sailed it. Been a good battle there. Both number 9s on each team. It's been quite the battle between the 2 of them. Say so far Salmon has the edge, but look forward to more of that coming up the rest of this period and the third as well.
Suture, he wins it, dumps it back to Munder. She gets it to the front of the net, just failing to get the stick on. It is number 91. Behind the goal, South Australia. Farrell putting pressure on. Suture putting pressure now on Wilkins, and it comes out of the zone, down the ice. Back for it is Williams. 10 seconds to go in this 4-man advantage. Then WA will go on a brief penalty or power play. 3:36. Scores! Farrell.
Tucked it in the fly there. Tucked it in the fly. I just distracted Chris as this goal was going in, folks.
See if we can see it on the replay. But Farrell buries that puck with...
As you can see here, folks, Farrell comes in, pops it high on a very, very short side. Was that Salmon or Farrell? It looked like it might have been Salmon.
Like they're out when the penalty expired, yeah? Yeah, correct. Correct.
So.
They'll come out once the clock, once that one's down. 3:36. Yeah. And then.
So 5 seconds to go in the WA penalty.
Just having some discussions here, folks, on when the penalties end. As we mentioned, there is a bit of issue with the clock and the penalty kill, or the penalties itself, counting them down a little too quickly.
Now WA on a brief power play. Out comes Hayes. Zhao chips it over to Kogiopoulos, up to Hayes. Cogiopoulos goes in, makes the move through the legs, fires it right into the chest of the goaltender. Good play by the young forward, as he gets control of that puck, puts it through the legs of the defender and gets the shot away.
So just the official call on the goal. It was difficult to see on the replay. I was seeing it as his 91 is a 9, but it was 91 Farrell, third of the tournament at 341 from Cogiopoulos and Sucher. So that was Farrell from
scores off the face-off. That's number 9.
There you go. Well, eventually we got there, didn't we?
That was one of those face-off wins where he just pushed it ahead and fired it, and that goes high over the shoulder of Callum Emerson, who really didn't have much chance and to get set on that play off the face-off. And again, as I said before, that just shows the importance of winning that draw.
Indeed, yeah. A good Gretzky face-off down there for the win and score.
6-1, 3:14 to go in the second period. As WA exerting their dominance. Good play by Lynn to knock that puck off the skates. And back comes Cogiopoulos down the left side, looking for that puck. Henley, he gets it to the blue line, but not out. Farrell, Nosacek, he gets it over to Els. Els can't catch up to it. So it goes into the WA zone. Back for it is Lim. She reverses up the boards. Picked off by number 9, Hansen for South Australia. Battle in the corner. Lim, Hansen, along with Els. Back to the blue line. Just kept in, but picked off. And back comes number 91. Breakaway. Makes the move.
And no
scores.
Mistake. Beautiful play. Lots of speed there. No mistakes made in the end.
That goal, about 15 seconds after the last one. That'll be number 91, Farrell, with his second in a row. No, second of the last three.
Here comes the replay. You can see him coming down, making the move, going to the left-hand side and popping it back in the backhand into the goal. No mistakes made. Wonderfully done.
A little forehand, backhand move in tight.
So the last goal, as we know, it was Salmon unassisted at 3:14. Salmon, 6th of the tournament at 3:14 unassisted.
Face-off win by WA back into the South Australia zone. And Hayes looked like he beat out the South Australia defender, number 56, Eleanor Barter, but icing called. Just waiting for eSports Desk to update to give the official on that last WA goal.
Okay, so the official on the goal was indeed Farrell, his 4th of the tournament at 2:29 from Lim. That's Farrell from Lim at 2:29.
Off the draw, comes into the South Australia zone. Picked up now by Benetti. He sends it back to his number 10, I believe that is, Williams. Williams picks it up. Pressure on him by number 18. Fired up the wing. Over the stick of Benetti. And that'll go for icing. Face off deep in the WA zone with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go.
Got a high-scoring affair here. It's a rare occasion where I can put my glove back on, my phone away. It's been high-scoring, non-stop action here in the second period.
Face off to the left of Lachlan Scott. Fired, bounced off the pads of number 9, Salmon. Shot from the point by Chen. Salmon, he goes back in, gets it to the middle of the ice, stays on side. Benetti, he lifts the stick of the South Australia defense. Salmon, he's in pursuit. Light bump on his player, knocks Henley down. Back comes Chen. She's got some speed. Down the middle of the ice she goes. Makes the move at the blue line.
Beautiful
goes
move.
wide. Takes it. Oh, and the backhand just chipped over the net.
What a great drive. Lots of speed there. Great finish, too. It just didn't find its way in between the pipes.
That puck just doesn't quite make it to the red line as late in this second period. The snow is affecting that puck movement. Less than a minute to go in the period. Back comes Sucher. He goes in, can't get the puck up onto his stick from his skates. Back comes South Australia. That's number 28, Maggie Pryor, on the forecheck. She can't get the puck off of the WA player. Back into the zone. Henley, he backhand pass up to the middle of the ice to Wilkins. He can't get control of it. Now he does. Back he comes down the left-hand side. 1-on-3. Cuts to the middle. Can't get it past Lim as he gets past the first player. Lim, she chips it up to Kogiopoulos. He puts the backhand up to Sucher. Sucher up to number 8 for WA. He can't get control of it. Back comes Lim. She tries to deflect it. Kogiopoulos, he comes over the blue line as Lim and number 4 Wilkins collide, and that'll do it for this second period. Good action.
High scoring affair this second period.
Both teams getting chances, but WA definitely the dominant player in that period. 19-9 are the shots on goal. End of the second period. We'll come back to give you the summary of the second period statistics at the start of the third period. So for now, this is Chris Langell on behalf of Evan Locke. We'll see you then. That's good.
Hey, get your dust.
Beautiful. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena, folks. Chris Langell along with Evan Locke for this third period of a very exciting game. A bit lopsided on the scoreboard, but certainly relatively even on the ice. Both teams getting opportunities. WA's big guns, Farrell and Salmon, Benetti and Sucher, basically with their speed and size, make the big difference in this game. Cogiopoulos with his first goal, as Evan Locke just comes up with the statistics for that second period.
Yeah, so the second period scoring was, first of all, it was Salmon with his fifth at 10:48 from Hayes, and then Farrell at 3:41 from Cogiopoulos and Sucher. Then Salmon again at 3:14 unassisted, and Farrell at 2:29 from Lim. Very busy second period.
And that'll go down for icing off the face-off. A dry cut between periods. We were just talking about it. Trying to preserve this ice maybe, I don't know. But just taking off the rough edges. Face off to the left of Emerson. Backup goalie on loan from WA. Steps in between the pipes today. Back to the blue line. Williams, he takes a shot deflected in front, just wide. Back to the front. Barter, she gets it over to the wing. And that's 82, Hannon. He gets, misses it. Won by WA. Back into the neutral zone as it deflects off the stick of number 10, Williams. And out comes WA. Elmet up to Salmon. He can't pick it up. Elmet picks up again, a hard snapshot. That goes over the stick of Benetti. No icing on the play. Number 18, for SA, Shopov, he gets it behind the net. Fanned on the shot. Henley, he gets it out to Shopov. Back to Henley. Up onto the boards. That's the number 66. Holmes' ball. Back into the zone comes Salmon. His backhand doesn't go. Back comes Holmes' ball. Stumbles a bit. Good play by Lim as she chips it out of the zone. Back into the zone it goes. And number 15 for SA, Mazichka, didn't wait long enough for his teammate to get out over the blue line. That'll go for offside.
Just a bit offside. South Australia coming in with a bit of a flurry. Trying to put some goals back on and shrink this lead. See how we go here in the third early.
Farrell, he loses an edge, goes hard into the boards. Down the ice onto the stick of Scott. Back comes Farrell again. He misses it as it goes under his stick. Back to the middle. Farrell, he picks it up, makes a move, cuts back hard. And Wilkins, he chips it out to the blue line and out into the neutral zone. Scott, he gets it up onto the wing. Just missed by the South Australia defender. That's number 28 prior. Back to the blue line to Lim. She chips it in onto the half boards. That's to Rico. Rico, he gets it in deep. Intercepted. And back comes Barter up onto the wing to Wilkins. He misses it. Scott, he takes his man into the boards. Takes a hit from Barter. She steps up. Back into the zone. Lim goes back for it as South Australia goes for a change. Goes behind the net. Mosajek monitoring her. Els, he's in front. Lim just waiting for an opportunity. Out to the blue line off the skate of Mosajek. Picked off. Lim, she gets it. And down the ice it goes. And back for it goes Henley. No icing.
Great clear by Farrell, putting in a little bit on it, but not enough to draw the icing, able to get a change in. Sometimes that touch makes a big difference.
D to D. Lim over to Scott. Scott, little saucer pass up the middle to Hayes. Hayes can't get it. Knocks it down with a high stick. Touched by SA. So no high sticking call. Mosashek. He gets it into the corner. Els battling with Lim. Lim, she picks it up. Over to Scott. Scott to Henley. To the front of the net. Lim Mozejak in front to Els, and that's what SA wanted, an early goal to the big captain in front. Good play by Mozejak as he gets it to him and buries it into the open cage. Scott had no chance on that one.
No, that's right. Bit of a back and forth there, the puck bouncing around different players, and it just landed on the right stick of the open cage.
Just waiting to see if we get a replay there. It's already played, so you guys would have seen it. Back into the zone it goes. Hannon, he dumps it in.
I can't play it any later than that.
Ah, okay.
I do, otherwise.
Back to the blue line, off the skate of Suture, deflected into the corner, picked up on the half boards by Zhao. Zhao, he can't get it out. Williams picks it up, tries to go D to D. Good forecheck as South Australia gets to the front. Hard shot right into the chest protector as the puck came loose for Spencer Holmes' ball in the slot, and he fired it right into the chest.
Solid save there by the WA goaltender. Just a confirmation there on the last goal. That was Els at 11:36 from Mozejak and Henley. That's Els' fifth of the tournament at 11:36 from Mozejak and Henley.
Face-off will come to the left of goaltender Lachlan Scott. Won by WA. Benetti, he gets it up onto his stick, over to Salmon. He battles through it, gets it in deep, behind the goal. He's up against number 10, Chen. Back, tries to get it back to the blue line, bounces off a skate, onto the stick of Benetti. Benetti back to Salmon, back to Benetti. He has it in the corner. Takes a hit by Henley. Continues on, it comes back into the corner. Wilkins, he gets it back to the blue line, fired across in front by Hiko to Benetti, and he fans on the one-timer. Salmon tries a little drag move as it goes behind the net. Salmon and Benetti, now Salmon and number 17, Liu, battling for it. Goes behind the net to Benetti. Benetti tries to get it back to the blue line, intercepted by Wilkins. He fires it ahead. Lim is there. He gets it. She gets it up to the wing to Salmon, and he just dumps it deep. And WA go for a change.
Salmon there showing off. One thing with Cody Salmon is he's not a player that necessarily has the big show-off positives in this game. He's just a strong all-around player, but some strength in his hands and his skates and his hockey sense really showing off here today.
Back comes Western Australia, 24 over the blue line. Zhao, he gets it to Suture. Suture back to the front to, that was 91, Farrell, and he can't get it. Slapped at the blue line, deflected. Farrell picks it up, goes to the middle, takes a hit from 92, who goes down, taking the worst of that hit. Back to the blue line. Element, he can't keep it in. Back comes South Australia. That's Els over the blue line, 1-on-3. Tries to put it through the skates of number 10, Williams. Can't. Back comes Suture. Gets it over to Salmon. Salmon takes the shot off the bar, off the shoulder, and off the crossbar. Good save by Emerson as it comes out down the ice. And back for it comes WA, and that'll be icing. Great opportunity there for
Absolutely.
Salmon. He had, I believe, Suture going to the front of the net wide open. Chose to shoot it high, looking for that opportunity off the bar.
Yes, and just earlier on we had Farrell with another shot attempt or another good goal attempt there. Farrell had one goal coming into the game today. 3 goals, a hat trick already today. He's looking for his 4th.
Face off to the right of Emerson. Vault start. One back to the blue line. Quick shot towards the goal. Blocked by Henley. He comes back down the center of the ice. Cuts across to the right-hand side. Loses it in his skates. Has to go back. Gets it to Barter. Barter. She comes over the blue line. Takes the hit by number 77, Hayes. And that puck gets fired, I believe, over the glass. And that'll go for a delay of game penalty to number 10. I believe. Potentially not. I thought I saw the referee.
I think the hand motion was a I think the hand motion was just to show what was happening, or he was gesturing to one of the players what he was calling and why he was calling it.
It looks like WA is making a goaltending change. Coming out is number 00, Lachlan Scott. In is Jack Fox, number 29. Last time I saw Jack Fox, he was basically as tall as his goal pads, and so he's grown on his trip to Texas. They must feed them something different there in Texas.
Everything's big in Texas. Everything is big in Texas.
Back into the South Australia zone. Suture in pursuit of it. Makes the big hit, dislodges the puck, gets it to the front of the net. Suture, he takes a hit. As both teams taking turns with the physicality picking up here.
Things are definitely getting chippy out there.
Good play by Kogiopoulos as he dislodges the puck back into the zone because
Fox
with the shot. Yeah.
Sorry, Fox coming in cold and absolutely looks to be solid there. Great way to start if you're a cold goaltender coming in. Is a nice one to field.
Yeah, you got to feel that puck as a backup goaltender when you first get into the game to make sure you get into it.
That's exactly right.
Face off to the right of Fox. Picked up by Scott behind the goal. Off the back of the net to avoid the forechecker. Gets it into the corner, reverses. Tries to get it pass out to Benetti through traffic. That doesn't go. Back comes WA. Chen, good stick as she intercepts it. Back down the right side she goes to the middle of the ice, takes the shot. Fox blocks it. Brief rebound. It goes into the corner. Scott, he can't get it out. And back comes Benetti. He chips it down the ice. He chases after it. Henley picks it up, reverses, comes back to the blue line, and back comes South Australia. Good back check by Hayes. Wilkins, he picks it up. Fires it deep into the zone. No icing as it's just at the red line, and back for it goes Lim. Picked up by Salmon. Up to Benetti. Benetti, he chips it in deep. Goes after it. He's got number 82 after him. Takes a bit of a bump. Still battles the puck. Gets it in behind the goal. And up to Mozicek. He gets it up to Els. Els up to number 9. He goes in, tries to make the move. Good play by Williams to knock that off his stick. Takes it in behind the net. Takes a bump from Els. Back into the corner to number 9 for South Australia, Hansen. And down the ice it goes. Back into the South Australia zone. That's number 82 back for. Intercepted by Kogiopoulos. Passed over to Hansen. Hansen gets the shot on net. Mozicek, he gets it to the front of the net. Loose puck as it's batted down and fired back down the ice. Back for it goes Henley. And that'll go for icing with 6:11 to go in this third period. SA definitely putting a push on here.
They are indeed, yeah. Fox struggled with that one. It was a little bit of a funny bounce, and it's a rolling puck a little bit. In the end, though, was able to get back over, and then the help from the defense saved the day.
Face off to the left of Fox. Hansen and Suture in on the draw. Chen tries the shot, blocked off the shin pad by Zhao. Back comes Chen, she gets it deep. Behind the goal, intercepted, fired off the chest, and hugging the post is Fox as he keeps that puck out. Number 17 in tight, Kane Leo.
Like an oak. Fox was just in there tight, stood his ground just like he should.
That was number 47, sorry, the captain, Els, with the shot. Face off to the right of Fox. Won by South Australia, back to the blue line. Henley into number 15 for SA. He gets it deep. Back to the blue line, off the skates of Benetti. He just chips it over the blue line. Henley fires it right back in. Behind the net it goes. Element after it. Takes a light bump. Puck off the skate of the WA player. Down the ice it goes. Chipped off the boards, and that'll go for icing. As again, South Australia make a change.
South Australia keeps the pressure on here. This third period has been mostly in the WA end. Lots of action down there. So good job for South Australia. I mean, they're down, a good bit here, but they have not taken their foot off the gas one bit. In fact, I feel like it's been pressed a little further down.
Won by South Australia. Back to the blue line. Barter picked off,
Benetti.
and Benetti is away on a breakaway. Takes a shot.
No
and
mistakes
scores.
Benetti one more time with another breakaway. Just head up the whole way, looking for that spot, an open spot in the left side of the net, and he found it. You see in the replay here, Benetti breaks away, just keeps head up the whole way, finds the spot, places it perfectly. 8-2 now.
Yeah, great anticipation of the pass across the D. And just not hard enough. If you're going to make that D-to-D pass at the blue line, you better put some mustard on it to get it there.
You got to own it.
Wilkins, he takes it back in, tries to get past Scott, and can't. It deflects into the corner. Takes a light bump from Scott. Out comes WA. Farrell over to the far side to number 24 for WA. Zhao back to the front of the net. They can't connect, and back comes Wilkins. Makes the pass. It goes behind South Australia's number 20. Back comes WA. Tries to get it to the middle of the ice. Deflected off the skate. Back comes number 17, Liu. Chen, she goes after it in deep. Can't block it. And after it is Element. He gets it knocked off his stick. Chen, she makes a nice move past Element. Takes the shot. That just misses high. And back comes WA's Farrell. Got Mosicek on him. Good play by the young forward. Back into the zone it goes. D to D. And that goes up to number 10, Williams. Hansen putting pressure on him. Back into the zone. Els, he gets it across to the middle of the ice. Salmon up onto the left side to Zhao. Zhao into Suture. Suture, he bounces it back to the point to Williams. Back into Suture. Henley on him. Suture avoids the check. Knocks Hansen down from behind. Takes a hit himself from Henley. And back into the WA zone. 3:45 to go in this period and this game. 23-17 shots on goal. Williams, he reverses over to number 22 for WA. Munyard up onto the half boards to Suture. Suture, he takes it back into the zone as he can't get past the defense of Hannon and Mosicek. Up onto the half board, Zhao, he chips it ahead to Hansen. Hansen takes a light bump and can't catch up to it. Williams, he can't get it deep. Picks it up and goes back to Suture. Suture gets the puck knocked off his stick. In comes number 9, Hansen. Back to 66. Holmes' ball, he gets it to the net. Loose briefly. Holmes' ball, he gets it again. High shot over the goal into the corner. Salmon, he dumps it behind the goal. Williams, he dumps it back into the corner. After it is number 16, I believe that is, for South Australia. 15. Turnover. Again by WA in the zone. South Australia putting pressure on it as Munyard gets up to the blue line and that gets out. Back for South Australia. That's the captain, Salmon. He knocks his man down and gets the puck in deep and goes for a change. Hagiopoulos, good stick on the forecheck as he knocks the puck into the corner. Takes a hit. A little bit of a battle on the boards. Number 77, Hayes, he keeps it into the zone. Back to the front of the net. Holmes' ball, he gets it out down the ice. And that's going to go for icing.
Just over 2 minutes left. For that goal, we had Benetti unassisted, which is no surprise there. His 10th of the tournament, now retakes the lead and scoring at 5:17. That was Benetti unassisted.
And again, great anticipation, and even more impressive was the speed.
He definitely has the speed.
Down into the zone to the right of Emerson. Suture up against number 15, Muzichka. Won by WA. Gets a weak shot, blocked. Good chip as number 18, Shopov. He chips and chases. Gets it to the front of the net to Holmes' ball, and he fires it off the shoulder of goaltender Fox. as he had a clear breakaway set up by the chip and chase by Shopoff. Smart play by him to get the puck to the middle of the ice.
Fox using that big body, get over in place, and just enough of it to put it over in the netting. Great job by the goaltender.
Face off to the left. Back to the blue line. Chen, she keeps it in. Winds up for the wrist shot. That gets deflected over the goal. Wilkins puts it behind the goal. Minute and 40 to go. WA, out they come. Sucher, he gets it. Knocked off his stick. Cogliopoulos looking for that option. Sucher back into the zone with it. He takes it behind the goal. He winds up, gets up some speed. Down the middle of the ice he goes. Loses control of it. Gets it back again. Takes it wide down the right side. Just misses a hit, but Wilkins, he picks it up. Back to the blue line in the WA zone as WA, they get it over the blue line. Cogliopoulos, good stick to keep it in. And it comes back to Williams. Williams, hard pass up to Salmon. Over the blue line, he drops it for Cogliopoulos, who can't get his stick on it. Salmon, he gets it back. Swings through the top of the slot, reverses, back to the far side, back to the D. Williams takes the hard shot, blocked, and Chen picks it up behind the goal.
There's 35 seconds left in the game here, folks.
Wilkins back to Henley. Henley out in front of the net to Chen. Chen takes the backhand shot up to Holmes' ball. He goes over the blue line. Good stick by number 22, Jessica Munyard. And back comes WA. Salmon, he makes the breakout pass up to Benetti. He goes wide again with that speed, fires it to the net. Puck is behind the net. Benetti now waiting for his teammates to get to the zone. Takes the shot towards the goal. SA trying to get the puck out of the zone. As we count down the timer, 2 seconds, and that'll do it. WA takes this final game of this morning's tilt 8-2 over South Australia.
Absolute stunner of a game, both ends. The score is 8-2, but I felt like that game was much closer than the score indicates.
Yeah, certainly in that third period, South Australia had a bit of a pushback.
Yes, no, absolutely. They did show well, and great on them. Great coaching, great mental toughness by the players themselves to be down that way, but yet not let that deter them whatsoever in the third period. Best part of the hockey game, folks, is the handshake line at the end. I've always been proud of this moment in our sport, for sure.
Yeah, you don't see it in any other sport, really. I mean, basketball players kind of get together and mingle. Football players kind of bounce it around and high-five and stuff. Occasionally they get a hug, and soccer players the same. And that was basically just something that's so nice about hockey, and that they do have that respect after the final whistle.
Yeah, as I say, it's probably the best part of our sport. I really do feel it. Something that's organized and expected every game. And, the players come out, and it's just a great tradition. And I'd love to see the fact that here we are years later now, and it's still happening.
Final stats for that game for the third period.
So third period scoring, we had Els at 11:36 from Mozicek and Henley, and Benetti
unassisted.
Benetti unassisted. Sorry, my phone just decided to update right then. Benetti unassisted at 5:17.
No penalties in that third period.
Nice clean one, clean
Nice
sheet.
clean one. Some physicality though.
There was definitely that. In the end, we had on the Western Australian side, we had Kobe Salmon with 3 goals, and Farrell with 3 goals as well. A couple of hat tricks. Cogliopoulos with a goal and an assist. Hayes with 2 assists, and Benetti with a goal. And assists to go to Sucher, Scott, and Lim as well. For the South Australia side, we've got 2 assists to Mozicek, Hansen with a goal, and assists going, and also Els with a goal, and assists going to Chen and Henley. A great game, I like to say, by both sides, Chris. I felt like both teams put a great effort in. The score indicated a little bit of a lopsided one, but once again, I felt like that wasn't the case. In
that third
reality.
period, South Australia outshot WA 10-5. So a 3 period total, 24-19, as WA outshot South Australia. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play.
That's right. Yeah. No, when you come into a period 6-1 and then you end up out shooting them, that tells you something about a team resilience right there, and they certainly showed it.
So that'll do it for this morning's session. We'll take a bit of a break, and we'll be back for the Boxall game at 1:15 between ACT and Queensland. I'll be heading off to Thunder and doing the Thunder broadcast, and we'll be covered by Evan and possibly Jim Versluis again. And so hopefully enjoy the broadcast. For Evan Locke, this is Chris Langell. We'll see you all then.